Hey, what's up guys, it's AceStar's the 3rd, and today I have something very special for you, and that is AceStar's tier list! Yay, awesome. So, you guys, a lot of you guys actually had come to me and asked me to create my own tier list because you felt that I was knowledgeable about the characters in Smash 4. And so what I did is that I took a lot of time to go on Smashboards and across the internet to find various videos of every character, and this is also heavily considering tournament data. And this is also considering what I've played against and what I've played as in real life tourneys, and online tourneys for glory, every experience with these characters. I've considered all that and I've put them together onto this tier list. So I'm going to briefly go through the ones that are pretty obvious, because some of these are pretty self-explanatory, but the ones that are more controversial I'll spend more time on. And speaking of controversy, I know that anything you rate characters on like this is going to be a load of different disagreements on things. I mean, even Smash 64's tier list is still disagreed upon for whatever reason. So please don't cut off my head. This is subject to change, and this will change often. But this is just version 1. If you want to see the link to the tier list, it's going to be in the description right now, so you can go take a look at it. But that's spoiling, so just wait. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So, I'm also going to be looking down on my phone. That's why I'm looking down. So, in S tier, I have put Sheik, Diddy Kong, and Sonic. Now, Sheik, I do believe she's better than Diddy because Diddy has a recovery that's easily gimpable. He must really almost always recover high because he doesn't want to go into his rocket barrel. And it sucks because his rocket barrel is easily gimped by almost anything. Like a fireball can, like, gimp him, and that makes no sense. And I don't think the best character in the game should have a recovery that's abysmal like that. I think Sheik is all around better. She has better edge guarding potential. I know that Diddy has better tournament data, but I do believe that regardless of that, Sheik is pretty much a better character due to her awesome mobility and her ability to edge guard and her ability to recover from deep. Unlike Diddy, he can't do that. Diddy can't go deep because his recovery won't allow him to. Anyway, also in S tier I put Sonic. Sonic is quite amazing. I think everyone can agree that Sonic has definitely improved in this game quite a bit. The fact that Sonic is able to rack damage so effectively, plus his mobility, but the thing about this, now he has kill moves and rage effect, which is what he didn't have in Brawl. But now that he has all these options to KO, Sonic has certainly become a huge threat. Many kill moves, up air strings, Kimp you with his up B, homing attack, back throw, forward throw, up smash, down smash. So many KO moves, and I think all of those heavily considered, I think Sonic can definitely be an S tier character. Next, we'll move on to A+. In A+, I put Rosalina, Zero Suit Samus, Yoshi, Pikachu, and Villager. Rosalina, I do believe, is pretty obvious. The reason I didn't put Rosalina in S tier is because I don't believe that if you can remove Luma, that she can be an S tier character. There's no way that you can actually remove half of Rosalina and she is the best character in the game. Like, no, that makes no sense. She does have exceptional range and exceptional kill power, but the fact that you can eliminate Luma makes no sense. Well, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense for her to be considered one of the best characters out of all of them if you can do that. I mean, I know she can just camp, but 12.55 seconds is a very long time, especially when you're dealing with rushdown characters that can really rack up damage pretty quickly. Then Zero Suit Samus is pretty obvious. Then Yoshi. Yoshi has exceptional frame data. You can't not put him up high. The only thing about him is his recovery, but even then, he has super armor on his double jump, so that's something to consider. Pikachu was actually higher, but I was talking to one of my friends and I was looking at a lot of tournament data, and it turns out that Pikachu, even though he's very good, doesn't have a lot of representation, and he has not won too many things. There's only a few good Pikachus out there, and the most notable one, Esam, quit. So I don't think you're gonna see that many other good Pikachus. But he is a very good character, arguably. He has really good frame data, but the fact that he's so light is kind of what's about him. But outside of that, I mean, Pikachu's pretty good. I actually could drop him to A, but I mean, I'm pretty sure A+ is fine. And finally, I put Villager. The reason why Villager is here is because Villager's zoning game is top-notch. Sheik really gives him a problem, but outside of that, I mean, Villager is very effective at what he does. He has really good frame data. Like, many of his moves barely have any cooldown, so it's kind of hard to punish Villager on things. You really have to be in his face. And he has excellent KO power. Oh my gosh. So many things Villager has in KO. Plus, Edge guarding game was fantastic because its recovery is so amazing. The best recovery in the game. It's the most distance horizontally and vertically. So Villager all around I do believe is a very good character, and I do believe is an A+ character. Then I have A tier. Fox, Luigi, Falcon, and Greninja. Fox, Luigi, and Falcon all have placed very high in tournaments. They have great combo ability. But each of their recoveries are kind of then Greninja, the reason why I put him up high is because Greninja's also been doing good in tourney, and Greninja has really, really good combos. I mean, oh my gosh. And excellent mobility too. And I think combining those two things, Greninja is a pretty good character. He's just really hard to use and doesn't have a lot of representation, unfortunately. Then in A-, I put Pac-Man, Mario, Ness, and Rob. Pac-Man got top 8 in Apex, and you know, you can't not admit that Pac-Man has really, really good combo ability, really good zoning games too, and his neutral air coming out so fast, that's a really good combo breaker too, and that's one thing I think that's really awesome. Like, his neutral air is pretty significant. All around, he's a pretty good character. Mario also has been doing pretty good in tournament. He has really excellent combo ability too. The only thing about him though is his recovery is kind of but outside of that, I mean, Mario is an arguably very good character, and I don't think anyone can really argue against that. I mean, his moves just come out so fast, and like everything just flows together. Really good character. Ness, people say he should be like high, and I didn't think so, but he also doesn't deserve to be low. This is based upon tournament data. And this is also based upon what I've actually seen from Ness. Arguably, he's a very good character. However, his recovery, even though it's a lot better than it used to be, it's still Ness's recovery. So you can still easily gimp him out of it, and it's inconsistent, which is a bad thing. So Ness is a excellent character. KO options, combo ability, projectiles, brick walling, zoning, neutral air, PK fire. But he still has a recovery, so. Then we have Rob. Rob, he's an A- because Rob also has been doing good in tourneys, and his zoning game is very, very, very good. Top notch, actually. The only thing about Rob, however, is that he's so freaking big. Like, Rob, it just literally just takes up so much space just for no ass reason. Because of that, he's really used to the combo because he's really heavy, too. And he really doesn't have a way to get out of combos besides air dodging, and that's ineffective with people who can read those things. So I think he's a great character. It's just that the only thing about him is that he can't really, I mean, when he's getting rushed down, he has a problem getting out. I mean, Gyro's a good way to stop that, but if that's not happening, then you're fucked. Okay, next we have B+. In Play Plus, I have put Mega Man, Peach, Olimar, Duck Hunt, Lucario, Shulk, and Pit. Now, this used to be different. Like, all these things used to be different, but I have actually went back recently and changed some of these things. The reason why Mega Man is so high is because his zoning game is really good, and he's also been doing really good in tournaments. The thing about him, though, is his recovery is kind of Peach has exceptionally good movement, and she's a pretty good character. She's just kind of hard to use, and unfortunately, her approach is kind of so, I mean, she's a pretty good character, though. Olimar, he has definitely proven himself to be very viable. Second in Apex, and that's pretty significant. Plus, there's other Olimars that place pretty high, too. And all around, I think he's a pretty good character. Only thing about him, though, he's so light, and the fact that he has to throw away his Pikmin to recover is just absolutely... Why would you do that? Why would you design him like that? That's so stupid. Like, oh, Olimar, he needs to be nerfed. Like, no. Anyway, then I have put the Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt would have been lower, but I also took in consideration how well he did at Apex. And his zoning game is arguably very, very good. And sometimes you can really just get overwhelmed by a Duck Hunt because he can have so many different hitboxes on screen at once. I mean, you can honestly get really just pressured out pretty. He forces you to be in shield. If you're a heavy character and you're slow, or you have a big hitbox and you can't like get past all that, you're screwed. So Duck Hunt, yeah, we know his flaws. Like his aerials are kind of and his landing light kind of sucks too, and he's so linear, but he's a pretty good character. I think everyone can admit that Duck Hunt is pretty good. It deserves to be up high. Lucario, I think it's obvious why he's up high. Shulk can change his properties. I probably could put him lower than that because he hasn't actually been doing excellently in tournaments, but you can see why Shulk is a B tier character. I mean, Monato's pretty influential. And then finally Pit. Pit's disjoints are pretty amazing, and then we have some representation like the cat. Isn't the cat? Yeah, the cat's the one he uses Pit. Yeah, I think so. Very good character. Excellent disjoint. Actually, everything besides like 2 moves are disjointed. Very good character. Very good recovery. He's Pit. You know, the approach is kind of... Anyway, next in the B tier, I have put Dark Pit, Bowser, Robin, and Bowser Jr. Dark Pit is basically Pit, but doesn't have the best zoning game because Pit has the better arrows, and Pit has a better side B, which is why I put him in B. Not B+, but that's why I also put them next to each other. Bowser is a really good character. He has excellent out of shield options and can KO quite effectively and quite early. The only thing about him is how big he is. Robin, an excellent zoning game. Really excellent zoning game, except the fact that Robin literally... Here, this is Robin. Give me some bucks. Where? Okay. Look at this. This is Robin. Arcfire! Thorn! Nosferatu! He's just so... He just takes his sweet ass time, and it's just like, Robin, oh my god, get it together. Like, Robin is just so slow. And I guess you could consider, the fact that his books and stuff run out. But honestly, I don't think that matters too much. I mean, it's not like he totally loses his moves, which is not as powerful. Then I have put Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is viable, okay? Listen to me. People are saying Bowser Jr. is bad for whatever reason, because, like, I don't know, like, the Booze said he wasn't viable and things. Well, I think the Booze, sorry, Sensei, but I don't think he knows what he's talking about when it comes to Bowser Jr., because he's exceptional. And Bowser Jr. has some really good options. He all of his aerials, I think, yeah, besides one of them, are disjointed. He has his side B, which is pretty amazing. The fact that you can literally just, like, woo out of situations. Mecha Koopa is totally amazing. Kill options. The fact that he is a heavyweight character, but he has a small hitbox. And that's like, you can't hit me, but I'm heavy too. So if you do hit me, it's not like, you know, it's going to be that much of a big difference because I'm the 6th heaviest character in the game. And plus, Bowser Jr. has a pretty distance recovery. And yeah, I know it's gimpable. Yeah, he can die if you just jab him out of it. Blah. But, I mean, I don't think a good Bowser Jr. would recover that badly. I mean, so I think he's a very viable character. I think he's an excellent character. He's a go-to character. Anyway, in B-, I put Dr. Frickin' Mario, Link, Wario, Toon Link, Me Brawler, Falco, and Marth. Dr. Mario is not bad, okay? I'm so sick of this whole bullshit about, oh, well, Dr. Mario, you know, the difference between him and Mario is that, you know, he's a little bit slower and he can't recover. And so, because Mario is so good, but, you know, Dr. Mario can't recover as well, you know, he's the worst character in the game. And I know absolutely nothing about what the fuck I'm talking about, and I am following a bandwagon, is what I hear from most people when it comes to Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario is exceptional, okay? He's a little bit, you know, different than Mario, of course. I mean, everyone can see that. But the only difference between those two is that, you know, Dr. Mario is a lot more zony and a lot more defensive than Mario plays. But even then, Dr. Mario is extremely powerful, kills really early, has excellent out-of-shield options, really good combos. His fucking pills are stupid. His recovery, I mean, it does suck, but you still have the down B, which helps. And he has cape. And I think all those things considered, the fact that Dr. Mario doesn't have any tourney representation kind of sucks, but Dr. Mario is a very good character. Literally, I don't see how you're going to put Mario... I don't see how... Literally, people put on their tier list, they put Mario as, like, top tier, and then put Dr. Mario as the worst. That makes no sense. It's not like he's that worst. Like, stop. It's not... It's like how it is in Melee, about Mario, Dr. Mario, and Luigi. They're not severely different. You can't just, like... The tier list, like... Fuck. Anyway... next I have put Link. I think that's pretty obvious. Link is not bad because of his zoning potential, plus his sword. It's pretty stupid. His jab, I mean. Then we have Wario. Wario doesn't have nearly enough representation, but that does not take a brain scientist to know that Wario does have excellent movement, and I do believe he is not bad. he's just kind of zoned out easily, and sometimes he get a little bit predictable, but I mean, he's a pretty good character. Everyone can see that. Then I put Toon Link, obvious. Me Brawler, pretty good. I mean, he deserves to be in B-. Not a lot of representation though. Falco is a character that also people thought was bad, and he doesn't have a lot of representation either. I think Kitaro uses him, but Falco's not that bad. Really quick movement, and a lot of his moves have like the perfect startup and perfect cooldown. And his kill options, I mean, back air is so exceptional. That's really like, only the kill option you need. I think Falco's a pretty good character. It's just not enough representation. And then Marth. Yeah, Marth isn't necessarily terrible when you consider his tippers. I mean, you really can't. Literally, Marth can be like bad, but if you just like shit and he gets the tip of it, fuck. I mean, shit. Sorry. Then in C tier, I put Lucina, Mr. Game & Watch, Kirby, Ike, Meta Knight, Jigglypuff, Palutena, Wii Fit Trainer. Yeah, I know. Donkey Kong, Mii Gunner, and Little Mac. Okay. Lucina, pretty much next to Marth. Pretty obvious. Game & Watch, unfortunately, I mean, he's good, and the fact that he can rack up damage so quickly, but his approach is absolutely terrible, and he's very light. Kirby is the same thing, essentially. Ike can be zoned out quite easily. Very powerful, though. I think Ike might be a little bit worse, but I could be wrong. Actually, I kind of think he might be D tier, but we'll just keep him here for now. Meta Knight, I feel, is not that bad. He just does not have enough people using him, and you can't, like, he is kind of laggy in a sense. But I know that he's not terrible. That's the thing. There's not enough people using Meta Knight. If we see some more Meta Knight, then he's not that bad. I mean, he just takes a lot of work. Next we have Jigglypuff. I didn't want to put her too much higher than that because she's better, but I mean, she's still extremely light, extremely easy to kill, and no projectile, and easy to zone out. So, Palutena plays defensively, and I think that I don't think she's terrible, you know, and I really wish that she had her customs like interchangeable. I wish, you know, because she's not that bad. She's not that bad. If you guys know a person named Aerial Link, he plays Palutena, and the way that he plays her really makes her seem very viable. And I know that she has potential, and it sucks how she is when it comes to some of her moves, but I do know that she can be very viable. And I'm not sure how matchups are for her, but I think she has some pretty excellent matchups in certain characters, and I think she can be an anti-meta character to an extent. So, I think Palutena is pretty viable, pretty okay-ish. Yeah. Wii Fit Trainer, not nearly enough representation. Anti and TK Breezy is not enough people using Wii Fit Trainer, but she has a really, really good zoning game. And there's like advanced techs that are being found for her, and I think it's gonna make her a little bit more viable. She can like do a reverse Dacus, and I think that's pretty cool. But she's Wii Fit Trainer, and she doesn't have really good approaching options besides projectiles. Donkey Kong is immaculately powerful and has pretty good frame data, except he has no forward approach in the air, and his hurt box is so large, and he's Donkey Kong, so he's a lot better, but he's still not great. So most people put him in D, and I don't think he's D, but then I have put stop blocking the screen, bitch. Thank you. Mii Gunner, not nearly enough representation, but you have to admit that it's not the best. And then Little Mac. Little Mac was in D, but I considered Apex and MVD. And I hate Little Mac passionately. I think he's so stupid. I think he's absolutely terrible. And I think he's like second worst character in the game. But considering what I've watched and what the truth actually is, I don't think that he's absolutely the worst of the worst. So that's why I put him in C. Okay. Then finally in D tier, I have put, now do not shoot me, okay? Because I put DDD, ZELDA, Charizard, Samus, Mii Sword Fighter, and finally Ganon. DDD is not going to win any tournaments. DDD has extremely terrible frame data. DDD is large. DDD can be zoned out pretty easily. DDD's Gordos are not only easy to avoid a lot of the times, they can be reflected back by just tapping them. DDD is not good. ZELDA has terrible approaches. She has to be played a certain way, and even that way that she's played isn't the best. So, ZELDA, she's really not that much more different than she was in Brawl. She really isn't. I mean, she's not. Look, everything besides like 2 moves are the same. Seriously, she's not exceptional. Same thing with Charizard. His hurt box is just like huge, and he can't get out of combos because he has like barely any like quick moves like that. Charizard's absolutely terrible, actually. Samus is even worse. She's so laggy. Oh god, she's like 64 Samus basically. She does not have a lot of good options. Like, oh god, her and Charizard are just okay. Me, Sword Fighter, I think can improve quite a bit. I just don't think there's enough representation from what I've seen and what everyone sees. Terrible frame data. And then, finally, the worst character in the game is Ganon. And anyone who says otherwise is just senile and ridiculous and don't know what they're talking about. Listen to me. Do you think, you can go to any major tournament, do you honestly think a fucking Ganondorf is going to win? You think Ganondorf is going to have any chance? Any of these characters can have a chance. Do you honestly think that fucking, I don't know, Zero is going to lose to a Ganondorf? Do you think 6WX, anyone who's using any character that isn't Ganon or me Sword Fighter or any of these D tier characters, hell, I would say even DDD and ZELDA beat fucking Ganon. Do you honestly think that Ganon's going to win? Okay. Alright, sure. Alright. I'll eat my words. If a Ganon wins a major tournament, I will... A Ganon main, actually. I will, I'll shave off all of my hair. Let's say that. I'll do that. That's not going to happen, though. Anyway, that is my tier list. If you guys agree with it, go ahead and let me know why you agree or disagree with it. I want to know what you guys feel. This is going to be subject to change, too, so this isn't the final version of it. But this is just for now. So this has been Mr. Third. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, actually. Be sure to leave a like rating if you like the video. You got all the way here, so I just click the like button. I mean, don't be fake. I mean, why'd you get all the way here if you're not gonna like? I mean, okay. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good tier list. Yeah, Dr. Mario. Yeah, that's the one I was really concerned about. Like Dr. Mario, I think yeah, he's in the right place. Bowser Jr. I was also concerned about him, and I was heavily concerned about Ganon and DDD. Really concerned about them. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Mr. Third. Yeah, I'll make another tier list as time goes on. As for now, this is what's going to be. Share with your friends too. I want everyone to see this because it's like the best one out there because everyone else's is bad. So I will see you guys later. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and goodbye.